Hey guys, this is Dion here with Your Guitar Academy. So in this lesson, I want to teach you how to add in these really cool, really fast 30-second note bursts in our 16th note strumming patterns in the style of Cory Wong. So grab your guitar, let's get ready. If you just joined us, please don't forget to head over to the website where you can get all of the additional course materials, including the handbook, any tabs, any backing tracks and chord diagrams as well. Also, please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave us a comment as well. It really helps us out to hear how you've been getting on with the courses, and any questions you have, we will definitely get back to you. So this technique is super cool and also can be really, really challenging at high speeds. So as with anything, we're going to break it down super slow, around about 60, maybe even 50 BPM, and just have a look at exactly what's going on. So just as a little disclaimer, like everything we've looked at so far on this course, we have to ensure that we're playing this with absolute rhythmic precision, so metronomic accuracy at all times. Let me just play you kind of the idea and what it kind of sounds like in itself. So we're just going to go back to our faithful E9 chord shape that we saw at the very beginning of this course. So we've only really played using 16th notes so far. So remember, that's 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So remember, with 16th notes, in a bar of 4/4, we have 16 of them because we split each of our single beats into 4 more beats, okay? We're going to level this up now, so we're going to go with double the amount of notes, okay? So don't worry, you don't have to play those constantly. We're just going to add them in small bursts, all right? So we're going to play what's called 30-second notes. So that's essentially having 8 notes per single beat now, okay? So we have 32 in total in a bar, okay? What it sounds like when you implement it into a 16th note strumming pattern is something like this. So for instance, I'll try... So you have this kind of da-ga-da sort of sound. It's like like a really fast percussive sort of movement. If I try it with the drums now as well at 60, you can kind of hear what it sounds like in context. So. If I play it a bit faster, so I'm going to attempt it at 120. I mean, it's really hard at higher speeds, this, but in context at a bit of a faster tempo, it sounds It wasn't quite as clean as I wanted it there, but I need to warm up a little bit more. But you can kind of hear the idea in motion. It adds this really cool little burst of energy, all right? So we have to keep our hand moving at a constant, all right, with this familiar, same really loose wrist, really wide, elastic kind of movement with our picking hand as we saw in Unit 1. And you want to grab some 16th notes, but the move to add in the 30-second note burst is something like this. So if I really slow it down, we go 1 E and a 2 E and... So I'll do it real slow. That was actually a bit too quick. So. So you see I'm essentially doing 2 downstrokes in a row. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, so that's where it gets a bit tricky, because at fast speeds, but this is much easier, as I say, if you keep that wrist really nice and relaxed, okay? Just keep it really relaxed and try it, I mean, super slow at first. So let's just try it at around about, I'm gonna go way back to like 45, okay? Just to get your hand moving, used to this feel. So that's our 16th notes. Just get comfortable in that groove. Again, if you watch my picking hand, you see it's really loose. Got this elasticity to it. And now if I start adding the 30-second notes, here we go. 3, 4, well, there we go. 2, 3, 4, and a da. So you see that? Watch my picking hand, 2 downstrokes in a row. Down, down, up. There, it's really fast, even at this speed. There you go. I went off the drums a bit there. Okay, let's start playing it with the E9 chord. So we could go. There we go, so that's just a really good way to start, and like anything, you just have to really incrementally increase this, really slowly, okay? So you might be thinking, why are we doing 2 downstrokes in a row? So if I did it like as a down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, like that, you see it almost throws our strumming pattern in the wrong direction then, and we reverse where we have to be. So I'll show you what I mean in context with the drums. 3, 4, and. So you see I'm now going the wrong direction. And it comes back round again. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Whereas I want to be doing like down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, rather than up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That just makes it feel really awkward, okay? So as an idea of, a bit of context to this, so say you want to use this, when you're playing, once you get this down, I just go to like 95. It's just, I would say err on the side of caution with it and use it fairly sparingly as a sort of a bit of to inject a little bit of excitement in a strumming pattern, because you don't want to be doing this constantly because it starts to get a little bit too much. So for instance, if I play like a basic groove, yeah, so I might maybe did it a little bit too much there, but you can hear how it just adds this slight more of an element of interest to your strumming there. So, I mean, I know I keep reiterating this on this course the whole time, but this is honestly unbelievably important to just try super slow at first, because if this doesn't sound clean, and if you don't have it sounding clean, it can really throw you off your rhythm, and it can also just start to make things sound a little bit messy. So you have to have it really precise. As I said, really importantly, harking back to kind of way back to Unit 1, the looseness of the picking hand, or the strumming hand, is absolutely essential here. So you want to make sure that you've got that nice and loose. And if you want to further this idea, as I said, so we've been playing it there at the very end of each bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. But you can even add it on different beats if you like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Any way you like, really. It's just kind of, a little bit of extra sauce to add, with your 16th note strumming patterns. And you'll see Cory does it a fair bit as well with his hand. He does it like crazy fast because he's amazing, but his hand's going like the clappers, he never loses that metronomic accuracy, okay? So take your time with that one. Have fun with it, see how you get on, and I'll see you in the next unit. Let's have a little kind of improvised jam here using what we've learned in this unit. So we've got a couple of new 9th chord shapes and some really nice few voicings to use. We have our 11 chord, resolving to our 1 chord. We have our pentatonic harmonized in fourths, and we also have our 30-second note bursts. So let's, I'm going to stick the drums on, and I'm going to stick to kind of the key of C here, see what I can come up with. I'm about 95 BPM here. I'm going to see if I can implement all these ideas in one. Bear in mind as well, in the final unit, we do have a kind of project piece of an A and a B section that features all of these bits too. But this is a little on-the-spot jam, see what we can come up with. So, 3, 4. That wasn't very accurate. Let's do that again. 2. There you go, I just tried the thing at the end there. It does sound a little bit much when you apply it loads, but kind of cool. So there you go. That's a little kind of improvised jam in C there with some of those ideas from this unit. That's it for this lesson. If you want to go on to the next lesson, you can click here. And if you want to go back to the beginning of the course, you can click here. Also, please don't forget to leave us a comment. Let us know how you've been getting on with the course so far. And if you have any questions about anything, we'll answer it and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.